Yeah. Yeah.
Alright guys, so the whole Camaro project started off with me having to pick up a motor. So I went back and forth for a long time about whether I wanted to do an iron block or an aluminum block. I was trying to go with a 5.3 for a little while with an L33 engine. And then ultimately I decided to keep what's already in there. It's an LS1 5.7 liter aluminum block. And I actually found a long block from another guy. In fact, it was from another Camaro and it worked out really well. So took this engine in on trade and ended up starting to get to work on it. However, once I started getting into it, I kind of felt like I wanted to do some upgrades to the engine. And what that entailed was new heads. I wanted to put 243 heads on there, once I found out they were the best heads to go with for the best flow. I wanted to do a cam, which would be more like an slight OEM plus upgrade to an LS6 cam. And basically I, went ahead and started disassembling this motor and started to get it ready. However, to be honest, once I got along and put it on the stand, I actually came across another non-built engine, and I thought this would make more sense because it didn't have heads on it yet, which I planned on replacing anyways, and it had full access to the cams and everything else that I really planned on upgrading. So I thought this would be a better base overall to get going on. And it's a good option for me to learn building and putting together the LS1 from scratch rather than just buying an assembled long block. And this way, when I go to do my LS Miata swap in the future, I'd have good experience with installing the lifters and the trays and all of the front timing cover, the rear timing cover, all new seals, of course, the oil pan, the gaskets, everything that goes in there to keep the engine sealed up. I thought now would be a good time to learn the LS platform, learn how to, install everything correctly with the alignment tools that you need, because as a lot of people know, there aren't dowel pins to guide you for the timing covers. So in order to get everything aligned, you have to use some specialty tools. And for a long time, my garage was just in disarray. I had parts and, random things all over the place, heads, intakes, the whole swap really consumed a lot of my entire garage. But after that, we put on the new oil pump, we shimmed it correctly, like I said, learned a lot of valuable lessons. Here we got the new valley cover installed with new gaskets. We did the LS3 lifter trays. We did new head gaskets, obviously. I even sent the 243 heads out to get completely refurbished, finished, put those on with brand new head bolts. I really spent my time doing this from the ground up so I could learn correctly and feel like I had a good product, on the outcome at the end. And along the way, I even picked up a few other odds and ends like long tube headers and, a full catback exhaust. So I was ready to keep this car for a while.
What's up, guys? We're back with JDM Garage Hero. I am here finishing up the Camaro build. I know it's been a long 10-month journey since I first pulled the engine out of this thing, and be honest with you, the reason why I didn't finish it for so long is because that video didn't do very well. It turns out you guys don't really care about the Camaro build, no matter how much I thought it was cool that we, redid the engine and we pulled out something. And, I guess it's not a JDM car. That's why you guys don't like it. But it's still a 6-speed LS1. Like, come on, what else do you guys want? Anyways, so here we are. I got a motor back in here. We're gonna go for the first start. It's gonna be emotional because it's either gonna start and I'm gonna cry for joy, or it's not gonna start and I'm going to cry for sadness. But, we're gonna find out shortly. And I just wanna say this is one of the takeaways from this is I think all car guys can relate to the fact that we get to this moment where we spend like hours and countless time of energy working on the engines and working on parts and researching and wrenching just to get to this moment where we're gonna turn the key and the engine's either gonna fire or it's not going to. And there's a good chance that sometimes when you start from scratch like this, that you may have to pull the motor out once more, twice more times before everything's kind of worked out, especially if it's your first time like it is for me, tearing apart a Camaro. So here we are. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for the first crank, but to be frankly honest, I think realistically speaking, there's like a 35% chance that it's gonna actually start on the first try. If it does, I'm gonna be stoked, but it probably won't. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up just yet. But here we are. We're gonna take you around. I mean, we did everything on it. We rebuilt the short block. We went ahead and, we refreshed all the parts. All the gaskets are new. I did 243 heads. We did an LS6 cam. I did headers, exhaust. And I also got HP tuners for this thing. So, as soon as we get it running, we're gonna do a few little quick things to delete some of the codes and make sure that we have a clean, good running engine. But after that, we're gonna get into some data logging and hopefully some tuning before we send this puppy on down the road. All right, and after all this, let's give this car a shot. Let's give it a crank, see what happens, and hopefully it starts. And after all that, I do want to talk about the other new girls. We got 1, 2, 3 Miatas now in the garage. All right, so anyways, let's go. First start, fingers crossed. All right, guys, I am absolutely ecstatic. I cannot believe it's running. As you can see, my excitement. I am super stoked. I just threw some coolant in it because I didn't have coolant in it before, and I'm gonna give it the first start with coolant. Third crank. All right, here we go. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, as you can see, we do have good oil pressure. Seems to be holding steady. The car is at least idling. We do have a couple lights, ASR, ABS. No check engine lights so far. Outside. Terribly loud. We pulled the Camaro in 10 months ago, 11 months ago. We pulled it in back in the fall. And it is now summertime of the following year. So it is the first time it is leaving the garage in, like I said, almost a year. So here we go. Let's make sure, hopefully she works. Probably shouldn't bring my son along for the ride, but I am.
Okay, so shortly after we got the car pulled out, unfortunately, the engine started to develop a knock out of nowhere. It was completely unexpected. Everything was totally fine. And then one time I went to start it up, and I kind of got it on recording here from my Nest Cam, but you can hear the very obvious knock. Okay, so after the rod knock started happening, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot I could do. Obviously, the motor was toast. Somewhere along the build, something went wrong. And I didn't know what it was, so I ended up listing the car for $2,000 less than what I wanted to get for it. And you know, it actually sold pretty quick. A local guy came through that parts out Camaros, and he bought it. He may put another engine in it, he may part it out, but either way, it was out of my hands. And in fact, he disassembled the engine after he pulled it and found out that the original owner of this LS1 that I picked up, the short block, had never tightened down the rod bolts.
All the rod bolts, not all of them, but these are all loose. The one that it broke off, the rod bolts aren't tight.
All right, guys, I'm sorry that Camaro update took me so long. It was just kind of a bummer the way everything turned out. I was really expecting a lot more because I took my time to build the engine, but it turned out that the rod bolts were loose and I never checked those because the previous owner, said he buttoned everything back up. But lesson learned. Now we know, we double check everything twice, even if previous owners say one thing or another. But nevertheless, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up. I got a new Honda project, a classic Honda project right here that I'm going to show you guys about. I got a little a Honda Endeavor going on over here. And as you can see behind me, we have quadruple Miatas, and one of the biggest builds for this channel is coming up, which will be a combination of this T56 transmission, one of these LS motors, and this puppy right here. So stay tuned. Got a lot of exciting, fun stuff for you guys, and hope you like the content. If you do, give me a thumbs up, and thanks for hanging out.